شارك وزير الدولة وزير الشؤون الخارجية والجالية الوطنية بالخارج والشؤون الإفريقية أحمد عطاف في اجتماع وزاري لمجلس السلم والأمن التابع للاتحاد الإفريقي الذي عقد عبر تقنية التحاضر المرئي عن بعد. وقد خصص هذا الاجتماع لبحث التطورات الخطيرة التي تشهدها منطقة شرق جمهورية الكونغو الديمقراطية ومناقشة سبل وآفاق تعزيز دور ومساهمة الاتحاد الإفريقي في ترسيخ الحل السلمي المنشود لهذه الأزمة.
We gather at a moment of great concern for the Democratic Republic of the Congo, for the Great Lakes region, as well as for our continent as a whole. The situation in the eastern part of the DRC has indeed reached a critical stage where the threats of military escalation, humanitarian suffering, and failure to deliver on agreed commitments are all converging in a manner that undermines not only the security of the DRC, but also the stability of the Great Lakes region and that of our continent in its entirety. As we reflect on the major dynamics that are currently at play in this conflict, we are collectively duty-bound to speak with clarity and act with resolve. Firstly, we are witnessing a dangerous military escalation that challenges directly the sovereignty and territorial integrity of one of our member states, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Algeria strongly condemns all violations committed by armed groups. Secondly, the humanitarian dimension of this conflict has reached an alarming scale that should no longer be underestimated. Algeria expresses its grave concern over the rapid deterioration of the humanitarian crisis in eastern DRC, crisis that has already caused the displacement of more than 5.7 million people, with nearly 25 million people continuing to face acute food insecurity. Thirdly, and even more troubling, the ever-growing deterioration of the situation on the ground is unfolding against the background of bold commitments made by the parties within the Washington and the Doha agreements. We have all welcomed these two major achievements with renewed hopes for peace and stability in the region to be restored through diplomatic means. In this regard, Algeria strongly supports the regional economic integration framework concluded recently between the DRC and Rwanda and calls for the full implementation of this comprehensive and much needed framework. Let me conclude by stating the following. The challenges facing the DRC and the Great Lakes region are certainly very serious, yet they are by no means unsurmountable. Indeed, the chairperson of the EU Commission has just made very meaningful proposals, which I fully endorse. Algeria remains steadfast in its commitment to an African-led solution to this conflict, one that is firmly grounded in inclusive dialogue and solidly anchored in full respect for international law, including the fundamental principles enshrined in the United Nations Charter and the African Union's Constitutive Act.